Hey everybody, and good Monday evening. As you can tell, I've had a little time off over the last few days where I've been kind of disconnected from the weather a little bit. But we do have a lot of active weather coming our way for later tonight and into the day Tuesday, so I did want to check in here on this Memorial Day evening and let you know what the latest thinking is with thunderstorms and, well, how strong or severe they could be. Now, as of 8:21 this evening, we do have a tornado watch off to our west, including parts of central and western Ohio. This catches the Columbus area, up towards Lima, Dayton area as well, and that tornado watch extends out towards Fort Wayne and Indianapolis this evening. There's actually been some active tornado warnings in parts of the Hoosier State this evening, and a couple of reported tornadoes on the ground this evening in parts of northern and central Indiana. A lot of this action is kind of north and northeast of Indianapolis this evening. But yeah, this is a warm front that is tracking off to the east, and the relatively dry air that we had in place today, it wasn't that humid for this Memorial Day. That's going to be replaced by more humid air, and that transition zone could be marked by some showers and storms. The big question for us overnight is what happens to this big complex out over parts of Indiana right now, as of, again, about 8:22 this evening. Let's show you some modeling here, and I do think that the short-term model, the high-resolution rapid refresh, we call it, is doing a pretty good job with the placement of the thunderstorm activity this evening. And it has it kind of diving into the Findlay area, Sandusky, again around Lima maybe, Mansfield, later this evening, 11 o'clock, midnight. And then what's left of this will come into eastern Ohio in the wee hours of the morning. We're talking probably somewhere between 1 a.m. and 5 a.m. This complex will be heading into an environment that isn't quite as favorable for severe weather as it is out to western Ohio and Indiana. That being said, some noisy thunderstorms are going to be a possibility with some localized heavy rain here in the middle of the night tonight. Again, we're talking probably 2, 3, 4 in the morning on average. Now, as we get into the day Tuesday, there could be a residual shower or storm early on. Then we probably do get into a break for a lot of the midday hours. Now, as we get into the afternoon tomorrow, that warm front will have stalled across our area, becoming kind of a stationary front, and thunderstorms will likely blossom near that front tomorrow afternoon. And notice what the model here shows popping up, mid to late afternoon, some pretty beefy looking thunderstorms here. And these could be, we could have a training situation where some of these storms are going over the same areas, so a few different times. That will lead to an increased flooding risk. There's going to be a concern for some strong damaging winds and some large hail with these as well. And as usual in some of these higher end severe weather events, we can't rule out isolated tornadoes, although it's a small chance. It's not a 0% chance. I think wind and hail are big concerns, along with some flash flooding for Tuesday afternoon. The Storm Prediction Center has a slight risk of severe weather through 7 a.m., 8 a.m. tomorrow morning in the yellow coloring across a lot of central western Ohio. Actually, the enhanced risk, kind of a category above slight, gets into extreme western Ohio. Now, the day 2 severe weather outlook, which goes from tomorrow morning through Wednesday morning, but our big concern is tomorrow afternoon. That Storm Prediction Center outlook does have our entire area in the slight risk and some areas in the enhanced risk. All of these words, what does that mean? Slight, enhanced, moderate. Think of it on a 1 to 5 scale, where the darker green, this color right here, that's kind of a 1, and then high is in a pink color that we hardly ever see around here. That's a 5. Slight risk is like a 2 out of 5. Enhanced risk is like a 3 out of 5. So it's going to be a day to be weather aware tomorrow, especially again as we get into the afternoon. But even overnight tonight, you may get woken up, I should say, by some loud thunderstorms in the middle of the night. So we're going to keep you updated on what's going on with 2 possibilities of severe weather over the next 24 hours. I'll do a fresh video from here for tomorrow morning, and of course I'll be back in the studio tomorrow afternoon and evening and have everything you need to know on air and online. Have a great Monday night.